everyone.
Back in the room.
Here we are, back in the room. Here we are.
Right.
Yeah.
Back in the room. Oh, and we hope that you at home have a nice cup of tea and maybe a snack, and that you're in the room with us. So let's go to a place where the distractions are landmarks and the detours are the main roads. Welcome to ADHDville.
Let's go there. ADHDville.
Let's go there.
Where everyone knows your name.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Yeah. But yeah, I know it can be easy to, it can be like, sound like, oh, we always say like and subscribe, but please do. It makes a big difference. Please do. Now. Do it now.
Please do.
Like and subscribe. Do it. Come on. Okay. Hello, I'm Paul Thompson, and I was diagnosed with the combined ADH and the D again 2 years ago.
And I'm Martin West, and I was diagnosed with the combined ADHD poo-poo platter in 2013. And we start off in the local pub in ADHDville, the King's Agitated Head, where we, the ex-mayors of ADHDville, take care of business. And this week we're going to be talking about cooking and, well, cooking habits. Stuff around cooking.
Yes, stuff around cooking. And I think we're going to go to the farm, I think, to have a little bit of a natter about that, a chin wag.
Oh, you know, farm to
since we're going to the farm, you can say we're going to chew the cud at the farm.
Let's go and chew the cud. Let's jump in like a spring lamb into the tractor and make our way to the farm.
Oh, yeah.
The farm.
Okay. Yes. So in this episode, I'm actually kind of given responsibility for giving form and structure to the conversation, which usually chaos ensues at this point, right? But I've got a bit of structure. I've got like kind of breaking it down, cooking and cooking time. Pretty much broken down to habitual behavioral stuff. Then we're going to go into like the kind of accessories. Then we're going to go a little bit into the sensory part of cooking, as they say in Stoke, in the Midlands, cooking. It's the social aspect. And then hypervigilance and curiosity. So let's start with some basics. I'm going to start off, cooking.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's starting from taking a step backwards. Actually, the prepping part, when you actually go to, it can be a joy or it can be a nightmare. Depending on how you actually, where you go and buy your ingredients. If you kind of like, okay, you're thinking, okay, I want to cook tonight something nice for my partner, something nice, or for your family, your friends, your mates, right?
Yes.
Frozen pizza. For instance, I hate supermarkets. Frozen pizza, yeah. I hate supermarkets. They leave me with a kind of feeling. I come out of a supermarket and I'm feeling chapfallen. Cheerless. Chapfallen. It's an old-fashioned way of saying flat and downcast. Chapfallen.
Oh, wow.
Cheerless. Woebegone. Generally beset with melancholy. Woebegone.
Yes. Are you going to some sort of some sort of Victorian supermarket?
Yes.
I feel melancholy. I have to lie down.
Those words. I think it's linked to the fact that I haven't lived in my own country, and I live in Italy and speak Italian, and I've developed a real fascination for my own language. So this is just something I really enjoy doing. Anyway, so go back to what I was saying before. The joy that can be had actually from gathering your ingredients in a really, really nice way. Go to the good butcher. Get his advice. go to the guy, the
Go to the
where
butchers.
the gastronomy, get your nice cheeses, have a conversation. What do you recommend? You know, get their advice. If you go to the butcher, say, look, mate, I want
Right,
to cook a really good
mate.
lasagna. What do you suggest?
I want a sausage. I want a
Right.
sausage, mate. If you
You want a
got a good
sausage
sausage
lasagna?
for
You
me,
want a sausage lasagna? Do you? Do you, sir?
do you? Ooh, suits you, sir.
Because the
Um,
so that's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
something I learned living in Palermo. The joy of going to these different places. The baker, developing
hmm
relationship with him or her. Love doing that.
Right, because when I was a kid, when we used to go shopping for food in the in the high street, the main street, we would go to the grocery store, then we go to the
Mm,
butchers. So we
yeah,
would visit like I don't know 4 or 5 different stores.
exactly.
Um, and you know what? It's just reminded me of a story that my mum told me
Oh,
about the the vegetable fruit and veg store in our
right,
high street.
right.
And my mum was quite chatty. As you say, she went in, she
Hmm.
chatted with the
Yeah.
woman there who sold
Hmm.
the fruit and the veg, and they'd give me the bananas that were
Yeah.
overripe.
Yeah.
And then years later, my mum tells me that the woman in that store uh, offered to have a wife swap session with with
No.
with with my mum and my dad,
No.
and that explains why we never went back to that store again.
Blimey.
I often wondered why. Yeah, so
Bananas would never were
when you
so
are
right.
when you are in the store and you get chatting,
Right.
just don't get
Yeah.
too friendly. I guess that would be
Right.
my thing. Don't get
Right.
don't get too friendly.
Well, I've got a story
Crazy story.
that segues quite neatly from that. After years of
hmm
living, you remember we used to live close to each other in Red Hill. Okay,
Yeah.
I planted when I moved into the house. You were already living there, I think. I moved to a house that was round the corner. I planted a pampas grass, right, in the
Oh
front
wow.
garden.
Yeah.
And our friend Katie, this is about 3 years later, said, Paul, do you realise that when you plant pampas grass in the front of your garden in England, it means that this house is where you can actually swap partners? It was a code.
No.
Plant
No.
pampas grass in your front garden, code for this house is officially a partner swapping house. I said, "What are you
That sounds
talking
made
about?"
up.
She said, "Yeah, but I found out it's true. It's actually not just in Red
Oh
Hill.
Jesus.
It's anywhere in England. You could be in Barnsley if you got pampas grass growing in your front garden. It means you
Oh
like to
blimey.
swap.
Are you up for it?
Get up
Jesus. All
for it.
right. Okay, that sounds nuts.
Anyhow,
All right. Back on subject. Let's just get.
subject.
Uh,
Yes. Um, other things. So how are you on supermarkets, Martin? Tell us. Tell us more.
well. Oh, okay. All right. So I think like this fits for me in the subject of cooking, as we're talking about it,
Yeah.
is a whole bunch of different steps, right? And
Yeah,
if you have
it's
ADHD or like me, some of it you enjoy, some of it
mhm,
you don't.
yeah,
So I don't think that there's necessarily an overall I like cooking or I don't like cooking. There's just because it's all so many steps. So one of those steps is like, as you say, you have to um well
mhm,
after you finish the planning,
yeah,
which I hate food planning. That's the fucking worst.
mhm,
Um, and then you kind of go, right, I need all these things, and then you go out to the
Mhm.
supermarkets. Now I don't do that, so I all our food is ordered online, and then I go
Oh,
and
right.
pick it up. So I go
Okay.
and drive there, and I park in the special parking space, and then someone comes out, and then they just dump all the bags in the back of my car, and I drive
Is
off.
it is it special
And
parking
that's
space just for you? Is it got like a picture of
yeah,
you, like an icon of Martin?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. It's me.
Okay.
Yeah, with my name, and then there is always a guy standing there just making
Yeah,
sure that no one else uses it.
that's good.
Um,
That's good.
so
It's
and
important.
then yeah, I will kind of go into other specialty stores
Mhm.
from time to time, but yeah, I find I find I just prefer it that way, so it's just
Yeah, yeah.
easier.
I
There are
just
some
like
downsides because you can't pick fruit and
Mhm.
veg as well as you would like, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that is the downside. But for you, I like I like it when I'm kind of already anticipating the making of the food, knowing that I've got like really good ingredients for it. You know, you got a really
right.
nice
I will.
mature sheep's cheese or something, or goat's cheese, and it's like,
Right,
oh, oh, and
because
it's like anticipation of it,
I
getting excited.
are you like an occasional cooker? Like, it'll come up
Occasional,
to like
yeah,
a Friday night, and you go, oh, you know what,
yeah. Mm.
risotto? Because I think in the last week's episode you were doing a
I did.
kale
I made it last Friday. I made
risotto.
a I made
Yeah,
a black kale, and pancetta, risotto,
that's right.
and
And
it
how
was a
was that?
corker,
How did it turn out?
absolute corker.
There we
My
go.
girlfriend said there's a little bit too much salt, but everything else, it was really nice. Very nice.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
So
turned out very, very
yeah,
well. It was the
all right.
first
So
time we tried it.
we all right. So for you, it's like right. I'm gonna do this meal. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna shop for it. And I'm gonna go here, get some
Yeah,
nice pancetta, and get some nice this, that, and the other. And then I'm gonna come back and cook it.
yeah.
So
It's almost
which
ceremonial.
which is it is. I mean, I'm on the other end of the spectrum where I cook all the meals all day,
Yeah,
all week, all month,
yeah,
all year. So I cook. I think I did up about I cook about 1,000 meals a
right.
year. So for me, there is no special like thing usually. So it's just like sitting down. I've got
Yeah,
to write what I'm going to be cooking that week, and then out of that comes the what things do I have to buy, and
yeah,
then online
yeah,
fill it all out, pick it all up.
yeah.
Different kind of different
See,
thing.
that's how it is for my
I don't really
girlfriend.
do that
She
one.
does that. Yeah. So generally, when I'm cooking, it's something. Well, not necessarily, but yeah. I mean, probably once a week she'll do something that's a bit out of the ordinary, right? Definitely.
Right.
But there
Once
are
in a
some
while.
go-tos that she'll do,
But yeah.
like drunk rabbit. She does.
All right.
It's very nice. Yeah,
Blimey.
drunk because
That sounds good.
it's cooked in red wine. Rabbit cooked in red
Wine.
wine for about
Yeah.
5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so the
Uh,
prepping and buying. Yeah.
so the whole ingredient thing for me. So I know that some people are, if you've got food restrictions, you're kind of like you kind of cook with tends to be like chicken nuggets, and pasta, and that's
Mhm.
all kind of fine. And I'm not in that space, so which is good. So we have no like, and I'm sure your kitchen is probably exactly the same. There is no. I couldn't go into my kitchen and just put a pizza in the oven or get some chicken
No,
the nuggets out
no,
or a
No, no, no,
and
no.
like a microwave meal and stab
Yeah.
the thing on the top and shove it in. It is
No.
just ingredients. It's
Yeah.
just ingredients to make things with.
The only exception
That's
in
it. So it's
our
just
house are we will get, in fact that's what we ate this evening just before we started recording. We'll get a pizza base. We'll get from
oh yeah,
pre-prepared,
yeah.
the pizza base, and make a
Yes,
homemade
in a
pizza, and
ball.
it's damn good actually. It's very good quality.
Yes, we. I will do that as well. So yeah, and if I think, but I believe many professional chefs don't make their own pastry either. They buy it
Yeah,
pre-prepped in a ball.
a lot of pizza restaurants buy their
Alexander,
dough
tell me.
pre-prepared a lot.
Yeah,
um
yeah, yeah.
yeah, there's also a lot of, on that subject, there's a lot of chefs, like Jamie Oliver, swear by, if they're done in the right way, frozen vegetables, no problem at all. Depends on how they're frozen, but if they're good quality vegetables that have been frozen at right after they've been harvested, can preserve more of their goodness than they would actually with fresh veg. So you can, like Jamie
Yeah,
Oliver, will actually
I value
swear
loads of.
by, frozen asparagus if it's good frozen asparagus.
Right. Now I know that Alexandra doesn't like Brussels sprouts, but I really like Brussels
Yes,
sprouts, and
work of the devil.
I'm just thinking about vegetables, um, and they are really good in the air fryer. They are
Right.
just like magical. So, um, so I've got frozen broccoli. Shove that frozen in the air fryer. I cover it in some oil, some
Hmm.
garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. Fucking brilliant. Comes up a treat, mate. Comes up a treat.
Can't bear those things.
Lovely.
Anything cabbage related, other than the kale. Clearly,
Kale,
kale is
lovely
at least
kale. Kale's
in
great.
Italy. In Italy, kale is considered a type of cabbage. It's called, in fact, it's called black cabbage in Italy.
All right. Yeah. It's part of the Brassica
Family.
family.
Yeah.
I know these
But
things because
see,
I grow shit.
right.
So there's
Yeah.
like the food prep part of the cooking and the planning
Yeah.
thing, which I think we can all agree.
Yes.
I hate planning, food planning for the week. I know that you aren't
Yeah.
really kind of in that world, but that is like
Not
three.
really.
I
No.
know 3 meals a day that I cook that I have to think about. And it isn't just like stupid meals. It is like it's the kind of meals that I kind of go, right, if I went out to a restaurant and I was served
Mm,
this is how I think about every single meal. If I was
right.
served this in a restaurant, what would I
Hmm.
think?
Yeah.
Um, and
Okay. That's
and
cool.
and if I think, yeah, if I was served this, I think, yeah, this is good, then it's cool. So
Yeah. S-
I'm cooking lunch and dinner restaurant quality every day,
Right.
all week, all year, and that is and the
So here's
planning for that is horrible
immense. Yeah.
because I hate it.
So here's my
Fucking hate
question
it.
then. You've developed skills, Martin.
Yeah, I mean not chef skills, but
Right.
guy in a kitchen
Yeah.
who has to cook a lot skills. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now,
I mean
I
like
read, or I heard an interview with Gordon Ramsay last week, and he said he now, when he's training chefs, new chefs, nubile chefs, he doesn't let them cook
nubile.
for nubile. No, that's not the right word, is it? Young.
No.
Okay. He doesn't let them cook for about a week. He has them tasting. He wants them to develop the skill of tasting and smelling food for a whole week before they
Yep.
even touch the concept of cooking.
Absolutely.
Right. So
Absolutely.
you tell us, Martin. Tell us about your
What?
tasting and your smelling skills.
Well, I mean, I can only think about it in terms of when I go out to eat at other places, like, restaurants or something, and I usually I will always go to good places, right? They don't necessarily have to be expensive, just kind of, good. So I don't
Yeah.
go to any any chains. So when you
Right.
think
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
the American chains like Olive Garden and I don't know, Red Lobster and all, no, none of those.
Wendy's.
Nope, nope. Um, so, and then when I eat it, I go, what's in this? Oh, I can taste coconut.
Yes.
I can taste this. I can taste that. And then
Yeah.
and the menu will sometimes tell you, be helpful as well. So yeah, so I will always
Mhm.
be there, kind of going, what is in this? Like,
Yeah.
why does this
What?
taste so good?
Yeah. Or
Always,
what's missing? Sometimes you could be like, "Oh, it's almost really nice, but it's missing something vital." And you
right?
think, "Hmm." Or it could be improved if they just added, I don't know, sesame seeds to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yes.
they added crunch something. I like playing with textures,
Yeah. 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 For sure.
like something
Absolutely.
crunchy, something soft, something in between.
Yeah. 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 So for me, that is like, and then you kind of go, okay, I must remember this, and then you forget, obviously. But
Yeah.
there is part of my brain that will remember these things, so that when I'm cooking my own
Mhm.
food and I'm tasting it,
Yeah.
there is I kind of like think about the other things
Yeah.
that I've had, and like, does it make
Mhm.
sense, and does it,
Someone
like,
suggested last week that chefs, a lot of chefs, kind of linking this to ADHD, a lot of people with ADHD make very good chefs because they're very hyper vigilant, okay, and hyper curious. So they
yes,
become like Heston Blofenthal, who's a 3-star Michelin English British chef, hyper curious all of his life about
right,
tastes,
yeah. I think there is a
flavors.
bunch of us ADHDers who there is a dopamine in the actual
Yeah.
cooking and the making of a plate, and where you
Hmm.
place everything, and the colors and the proportions, and then so that it
Yeah.
looks good, and the
Yeah.
color of the plate, and which
And
plate
even
you
the
actually
quantity,
choose,
the
and the
quantity
and
of
the
stuff,
quantities.
not
Right.
cramming the plate.
Right. So there is a bunch of us who are like that, who, and then
Hmm.
there's also I'll say most of ADHDs are not like that. You know,
Right.
cooking is an absolute fucking horror
Mate.
show where you have
Right.
to follow
Yeah.
instructions and you miss them and you screw things up and you don't have the right ingredients because you didn't, because the shop,
Yeah.
and you can't be asked, and it's too much effort,
Yeah.
and you just much rather just,
Hmm.
put in a frozen pizza,
Right.
or get a takeout, something like that, which, I totally get, because
Well, I've got an extra
cooking is an
obstacle.
effort.
I've got an extra
Yeah.
obstacle because I live in Italy. My Italian friends, if I offer to cook, they just look at me like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're not Italian. You don't know how
Right.
to cook." I mean,
Right.
I'm not exaggerating.
I'm
Some are
sure.
much more generous, obviously. I'm generalizing a bit, but it has happened. They just looked at me like, "What? What did you just say, Paul? You want to cook for us? Are you kidding me?" In a kind of nice way, but it's kind of jarring, you know. It's irritating because
Mhm.
Italians, they're very spoiled. They're very good at cooking generally. Um, very good palates. They're really good understanding a lot of conversation about what they're eating, understand about in terms of conversation around food, but
Right.
they're a little bit. I don't. How could I put it? Um, the kind of they don't travel well. Italians. So if they travel outside of
Right.
Italy, it's all they always eat badly. You know,
Yeah.
so it's the same. If I
Yeah.
offer to cook them a lasagna, they look at me in complete horror. you know,
Yeah.
love you all the
Yeah.
same, Italians, but
Right. I mean, Americans generally not great. Not great. Not good. Not good at
okay.
cooking
But that's the
generally.
same in the UK, isn't it? I mean, I grew up eating shit food when I was a kid. It was
Oh
shit
yeah.
mostly.
Yeah. And McCain oven
Absolutely.
pizza and
Yeah.
fries was like
Yeah.
that was a lot of
Everything
what
was
I ate.
frozen. In the 70s, it's almost like it was like cool to eat frozen food, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
mean, I dread
I
to
think
think the
that's
shit
what.
that I've eaten in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, I know. Because that's when going back to my mum shopping, in
Right.
different stores. That's when the supermarkets came up, and then
Yeah.
we would just go to one place,
Hmm.
and then I think there was just less time for
Hmm.
cooking. Sort of women's lib, I guess, kind of kicked off, and they were getting more into the workforce, and there was
Hmm.
less time to kind of cook,
Well,
I guess. I'm just
I
being really
think
general. And then we would
that
just have frozen pizzas.
that generation were the first post-war generation where all of a sudden, economically, both parents needed to work. So all of a sudden,
Right.
they say that's one reason why our generation were a little bit screwed up because we first generation didn't have a parent at home, pretty much constantly.
All right. I wish
Yeah,
my parent hadn't been at home. That would have been fucking
I
brilliant.
know
That would have
that.
been
Yeah,
that
I know that.
would have been
I
a
hear you.
bonus.
That'd be the bonus. All right.
Fucking hell.
So, how are you generally? I've got up next. How I am generally when I'm cooking. I'm a bit
Yeah.
anxious generally. I'm not
I'm a bit rock and roll.
composed. Are you a
Oh
composed
right.
cook, chef?
Oh fucking mate. Look. Yes, absolutely.
Are you?
Well, because we're for two very very different. So for you, it's like I'm gonna cook a risotto. And it's like, oh shit,
Yeah. It's
the pressure is on. You have to go out and
yeah.
get all the ingredients and make sure everything's right. So
Yeah.
it's it's a big fucking song and dance for you.
Yeah.
So no wonder there's a lot of anxiety. Whereas for me, I'm in that kitchen like 2/3 of the day. It
Right.
feels like. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, I'm just going to bang this shit out.
For you, it's like
Next one,
hoovering.
next meal, next meal, next meal.
Right.
Oh no, I just like there is no. Actually, I mean, like, yeah, this is
It's
the
been
funny thing, and
normalized.
maybe this is the funny thing. Like when we're thinking about like our childhoods, every time my mum and I think you may experience this when my mum had guests around,
Mm.
she would decide to cook something she's never cooked before,
Right.
right? She'd be like, oh,
Mm.
has to be special for these people. So I will
Yeah.
cook something that I've never cooked before. She looked through the recipe book
Yes.
and, ups her game. And that's the worst time for you to be
Yeah.
pulling
Yeah.
out,
Yeah. Well,
something
yeah.
under pressure. You've got all your friends around,
Yeah.
and then you decide on. So I feel anxiety more like when I'm cooking something that I've not cooked before,
Right.
or a
Yeah.
whole new technique or something, and for
Yeah,
some
yeah.
reason, there are people around who are going to eat it, which doesn't
Yeah,
happen that often. But
if I'm gonna cook a risotto, I'm pretty calm. I know the score. You know,
Mhm.
it can't go
Rice
very wrong at all.
pan,
Easy. Yeah. I mean,
no,
risotto.
you just
It's not easy
keep
risotto
your eye on it.
actually. Yeah, it's not so easy. It can easily go wrong, a
No,
risotto. If you get the consistency wrong,
yes,
it
you
just
can
like becomes
overcook it, you
a
can
mess.
undercook it.
Yeah, or it becomes too
Yes,
liquidy, um, you know,
and
etc. Or you just put things in the
I
pan
think
in the wrong
that's
order.
oof. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I am quite good at improvising when I've fucked up. So,
Right.
but
Okay.
don't you don't you? Oh, well, what was I going
I've
to say? I can't remember.
I've got a
But yeah,
mum story. My mum
mum.
was different. My mum was
What
different.
about your
We would
mum?
eat frozen food from packets, from the boxes, for bird's eye stuff, frozen burgers. All of a
Yes,
sudden, guests would arrive, you'd have a dinner, a dinner with friends coming round, not our friends, my parents' friends. And all of a sudden, it turns out
yes.
my mum's as an absolute goddess in the kitchen. You think, what the fuck?
can really can
I mean,
really pull it out the bag.
she could pull it out. See, I was just
Jesus.
standing there like a rabbit in the headlights, thinking, "What's going on there?" Then
Oh yeah,
she
yeah.
could cook
That's
really well
that's
when she
nuts.
wanted to.
Oh yeah.
Blimey,
Actually, you know what? I was just thinking. I only get really anxious. Like so if what she was, you're going. She was. Oh no,
she
is there a
was.
lag? Oh god damn it.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a bit of a lag. Yeah, she was. She could cook really well when she wanted to.
Yeah, nice, nice. Um, I speaking of of cooking anxiety, the most anxiety you get is when you're cooking Christmas dinner
Hmm.
and you've got a lot of people, or
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. That's also the same, and you've got a lot of people, and there's a lot of things. So there's
Hmm.
like the turkey and the stuffing and the gravy and the vegetables and the mash and the roast potatoes
Yeah.
and the peas and the carrots and the there's just like this freaking monstrous meal of about
Yeah.
30,000 different moving parts, and then I get really stressed out. That's like
Hmm.
that's a fucking killer. Fucking
My
hate it.
mum for Christmas
Fucking
dinner, she
hate
used
it,
to get
mate.
up at 4 in the morning to put the turkey in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
So she worked like a dog for Christmas. She worked really hard. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
Okay.
It's absolutely horrible.
Next on next up, I've got
Yes.
I've called it quality tools because that's for me. That's really important. It slightly gamifies it because if I prefer to have one really quality knife, sharp, good quality steel, good knife, spend some money. I'd rather have one good one than 12 that are blunt and you can't cut anything with them. Okay.
12 blood.
Blimey, that really winds me
Need
up. It's
3.
like trying to finally cut some shallots, you know.
Uh,
Actually, like,
You
it's like,
you
be better
you
off with a
need the
spoon.
you need the holy trinity of knives, which is which is a chef's knife. Then you
Yeah.
need a bread knife, and you need a 3.5 inch paring knife. And
Yeah.
then once you got those 3,
Yeah.
pretty much done. Pretty much there.
Exactly.
Lovely, lovely.
Exactly. Well, a Japanese chef would have one knife. They'd be fine with one knife. Yeah. But
That's
then
me.
I
Choppy
like
shit up.
good pans, good saucepans.
Ooh, I have a favorite, of course, and I think anyone who cooks probably has their own little favorite little
I,
saucepan.
I
I
have
have
one.
mine.
I have mine.
I have mine. Men
Mine are,
and their favourite saucepans.
yes, mine are Le Creuset,
What a
the French brand. Le Creuset.
all right. I have all clad, which is like fairly standard American
Right.
professional kitchen grade.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know why. I just like good accessories, like a good cheese grater. Oh, come on. Love that.
Yeah, I have a
But
good cheese grater.
I once tried, I thought I would indulge myself, Martin. I wanted to buy a tagine, which is a Moroccan kind of like a terracotta type shenanigans for making casseroles. Okay.
Right.
I thought I'd buy a Le
Oh
Creuset
yes,
tagine. Okay.
I think I have one.
€350. Didn't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't buy it.
No, that's a shame.
No need. No
You know
need for
what?
that.
No need.
No
I had
need.
I tell you something that I do, and I do it in the mornings more than I do when I'm actually cooking, because my I have ADHD. I can there's various things that can go wrong. One of which is I kind of zone out of what
Mm-hmm.
of what I'm doing. Like I'm doing something, I'm chopping up something, and then I'm looking on
Yeah.
TikTok, and then half an hour's gone by,
Yeah.
and I kind of like it's hard to. It's not always easy to kind of just go, because once you've prepped everything and you've got all the ingredients, you make sure everything's there. It's like go 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 go. Like chop your onions in the pan, garlic
Mm-hmm.
in the pan. This, peppers. Boom, boom. So it's all kind of quite, it gets quite intense quite fast.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
what I do is on TikTok, the lives. So like live feeds, there are restaurant kitchens that have a live feed of what's going on,
Oh,
of what the chefs are doing. So
interesting.
it could be like a
Okay.
diner. I mean, like the the Chinese restaurant kitchens are insane, right?
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have that up. There's like a chef going boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
and then it kind of like it gets me like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it gets me flying along.
Weird you say that.
It really helps.
Weird you say that. I was
What?
watching something similar yesterday. They were doing the same. It was a Michelin star restaurant, and
Right.
that is fascinating. You could pick up a lot of skills just watching that stuff. Pick up loads of skills and
Yeah.
tips, tons,
Yeah. No,
without paying for lessons or.
right. It's interesting because I do cook a lot of Asian food, a lot of so watching how they do it in the
Yeah.
kitchen, so you can see them cooking all kinds of stuff, and then you see what order they put things in, and
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
they go about it, and it's really, yeah, you can kind of pick up a lot of stuff that way, but
Especially with the
it's
wok.
fun.
I tried to develop the skill of cooking with a wok. It's not easy. The
No,
wok is
because
not easy at all.
it it takes a level of confidence, because your heat
Yeah.
is really high and everything
Yeah.
cooks really quickly, which means you've got to have everything that is going in. It has to be prepped
Yeah.
and measured out almost
Yeah.
before you go. So you're just like high heat, boom, 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 boom. It's all
Mm-hmm.
going in. It has to be like manically quick.
Yeah.
So
But they'll
yeah,
also use the
it's
different parts of the wok, won't they? If they like some of the stuff is already cooked, they'll just like shift it to one side of the wok and cook with the other side of the wok.
right. That they will also have
Amazing.
several woks going on at the same time. So you'll have
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
parts of that meal cooked in different woks, and then they will kind of
Yeah.
combine in right at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fun
Woking
stuff.
crazy.
Fun
So,
stuff.
how would you be? That brings up an interesting
Yeah.
subject of like this. How would you be working in a busy restaurant? kitchen, how
Fucking
would you
hate it.
perform?
I
Good
mean,
or bad or indifferent?
badly,
Would you?
badly. Like, I mean, like I mean, you and I have both worked in
Yes,
professional kitchens
we have.
as people who wash up all the plates and shit, right?
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
I haven't actually cooked in one, but I've worked in one, and it is
Yes.
insane.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked in a few, and it is like I could not work in there. It's just
Yeah. 'Cause some of them are tiny,
it's
aren't
too
they? Some of
high
the
pressured.
restaurants are tiny.
Yes, yes. I mean,
It,
like how you actually manage to function in those places is
yeah, it's
crazy.
insane, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
could not. I could not.
Okay. What
I mean,
about
like
home though?
when
Because
I'm
like,
in the
oh,
kitchen,
yeah,
I have to be on my own. I don't like other
right.
people in the kitchen with me
That was my
because
next question.
I can't think about. All right, I can't think about cooking and what this other person is doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he's just like, get out, go away. I can't deal with
Because in
you
in
and the
in
food.
Sicily, you got like 4 or 5 people in there with you cooking, all giving advice and opinions about how to cook a carbonara. You know, and it drove me
Yeah,
insane. Couldn't deal with that.
fuck them up the ass.
Nah, yeah, it's not good.
No,
It's not a good look.
no,
It's like, get out of my
go away.
kitchen. Okay. Next on the list,
You're
I've
right.
got the
It is.
sensory part. Sensory part. So, mostly about smell, I've got here, but could be about other sensory things. Is the stuff like, give an example. This afternoon, my girlfriend, she made a boiled egg. I can't go near the things.
Right.
I can't stand them. The smell,
All
it
right.
really makes me reach. I can't stand the
Yeah.
smell. Can't stand the smell of boiled cabbage. Um, there's some certain
It's all right.
sensory things. Sprouts, don't like the smell of cooked vegetables. I'm okay if it's
Love
like,
them.
literally just shown the flame and the whisked out again. Otherwise, the smell I don't like at all. How about you, Martin?
I can't. Can't think of any particular smells that I don't like. But what I do like about think about smell and how you can how you can use it. You can smell when food is cooked or when it's done. You can have something cooking,
Yeah,
and by its
right.
smell, you can tell whether it's cooked or not. Like
Yes.
there'll be a certain smell that you get at a certain point. You go,
Mm-hmm.
yep, that's
Mm-hmm.
cooked.
Yeah.
That's
And there's some
so I like
people
that.
which some people it can be a bit used in a bit of a pretentious way, but there are people that before they start eating their meal will smell the food before they eat it. And I really like
Yeah,
that. I like that behavior.
yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. It's really important.
I tell you what,
How
though,
does it smell before you eat it?
from a from a from the cook's point of view, from my point of view, I hate that because because by the time I've cooked it,
Yeah.
I've smelt that thing for like the last
Yeah.
fucking half an hour or whatever, and I've
Yeah.
been tasting it and smelling it. So when it comes down to eating it, I have
Mm.
almost grown somewhat numb to
Right.
it because that's
Mm-hmm.
all I've been smelling for the half hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so it's like uh, I don't know. Go on. I
No,
was going to take a
I was thinking more
sideways
about
turn. That
I was thinking more about your guests before they start eating it. Actually, lower your nose into your food and just give it a little sniff. develop your skills
right.
in you'd
I was
like,
trying to.
develop your skills in your sensory skills, like you do
All
with
right.
wine.
Yeah.
You do that
I don't
with
know.
red wine.
I
You would
don't.
do
I
that
don't.
definitely.
I don't.
No,
Uh,
okay.
but
Other sensory
but then again, I
things.
don't exactly drink wine either. Yes.
Okay. Other sensory things. This is more the touchy feely thing. How are you with gutting fish? Gutting and filleting a fish.
Fine.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm all right with it. But
Good.
I can
Good.
understand people that it just can't stand it. I'm all right with it. Get your fingers in there.
Right. Yeah. Squids. Squid is worse, if you like. But the 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 thing that I don't really like cooking, which I do cook, is lobster.
Okay.
So with that, you get fresh live lobster and you bring it home and they're alive
Yeah.
and you have to kill them in order to eat
Yeah.
them. And that's that I usually cook lobster about maybe 3 or 4 times a year,
Right. Well,
when it's
crabs as well.
lobster season, and I it's not fun, but I do
Yeah.
it
Yeah. I
humanely as possible.
I like eating that stuff as well, and like octopus, but I feel bad every time because they're highly, highly intelligent animals, and I adore them. And yeah, that's a
Yeah,
tricky one,
I've
but
stopped eating.
delicious though.
I've stopped eating octopus.
Yeah, for that reason.
That one's on my don't eat list. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
highly intelligent
that reason.
animals, but that's for another episode
Yep.
maybe. Okay, I've got maybe you've got some other stuff, Mr. West, but I've got we pretty much covered everything. The last thing I've got is plating and presenting. For me, there's nothing that triggers me more than an overloaded plate because
Right.
my dad, he used to have a cooked breakfast every morning, and it was loaded. You could not fit any, and I just
Right.
hated. I hated watching him eat it, and as a consequence, I can't stand an overloaded plate. Like mountains of food, just cramming it on. God, that really, I don't know, it really makes me like it triggers me. What can I say?
You need a bigger plate. See, that would be
Right? Yeah,
an
exactly. Or a bigger
American
table.
answer. You need a bigger plate, mate. Um, yeah, I mean, presenting is. I think that's when the dopamine, like that's one of the high points. Is
Hmm.
that how you actually arrange the food on the plate?
Yeah, yeah.
Is in yeah. I mean, I have. I've got about eight different plates, right? They're
Oh
all
wow,
different
blimey.
colors. They've got different things going on, right? So it's
Hmm.
not just one plate. I've got like eight different ones, and then I literally pick the plate for the meal,
Hmm.
so that it will look good on that plate. Like some
Yes.
colored food will not look good on certain plates, and they'll look good on other plates. And I pick the plates for the food.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all part of the service I do day in day out, Paul.
I've
I
still got
pick
some
the
plates that
plates.
you gave me
Blimey,
with chilies around the
that's
edge.
crazy.
Do you remember?
Oh, I vaguely
I think you
remember
gave
then.
them to me as a wedding
I
present.
vaguely,
Yeah, they're nice. Still have them.
maybe.
Still got them.
Yeah.
Still got them.
Oh, Nice.
Okay, I think,
Nice.
Mr. West, unless you have something else.
I've got I've got a couple of tips, a couple of things,
Okay.
which just to make food and cooking easier if you have ADHD.
Yeah.
I have multiple timers, like in my on my
Mm-hmm.
kitchen, and I use them all the time so that I don't
Mm-hmm.
overcook thing or forget.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm cooking, I don't actually leave the kitchen, because if I actually walk, if I'm cooking something and I go and do
Mm-hmm.
something else, I
Yeah.
will forget, and I'll burn something easily. Like
Mm-hmm.
it happens all the time. I do batch cooking to make things easier. So if you're going to cook food for one night, can
Mm-hmm.
I cook twice the quantity
Good.
so that I can
Yes,
use
that's
it
good.
on a different
Yes.
night? Um,
Yes.
so and every week there will always be something that is a bit like that. So like
Mm-hmm.
a lasagna. Ugh, I mean that's a fucking pain in the ass meal to make. But if you're going to bother making something like that,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to last you like 3 meals, right? So
Right.
that
That's a good
helps.
point. Well put.
Also, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it. Is that on my
Well,
like
talking of
ADHD
lasagna,
things? I think so.
there was a woman in there is a woman in Ireland that's called lasagna. Okay, because she's about 45 or something by now. She's getting on in years. It's all because her parents they went on holiday, one off holiday, to Italy in the 1970s, and they saw this word lasagna on the menu. Didn't know what the hell it meant, but thought it sounded exotic, and they decided to call their
Mm,
next child lasagna. So that she says it's on her
wow.
passport, lasagna McNeil or something like that. Lasagna. Anyhow,
Oh, that's funny. All right.
okay, all
Well,
right,
I think might as well just wrap up there, because otherwise we'll just chat on
yeah.
forever. All right. Well, let's jump. All right. Well, now we have to rate cooking.
Oh yeah.
Is it a dopamine hit or is it a burnout thing? Is it a dopamine hit or is it a burnout thing?
Um, well, could I just say
What say
that
you,
that bit
Thompson?
of music could be at least 10 seconds longer. I'll be fine with that. Anyway, um, dopamine hit. I love cooking. I really like it a lot, especially the prepping and stuff. Dopamine, it's up there.
Right.
It's a 9, especially. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Especially if you've got your mates around, and it's like nothing better. Good food, good wine, and good company. That's massively important. The good company thing. I'm going to give it a 9. Dopamine hit.
All right. Cool. I think I'm in a different place because the amount of cooking that I do. So it has very little dopamine in it
Yeah,
for me. Yeah, the whole thing, the meal planning, the prep, the area prep, keeping the
yeah.
kitchen clean, the clearing up, the cooking, the cutting, the fucking all that. Jesus Christ. But there is the dopamine in there, so and I do quite enjoy it. So I'll give it like a 6. There we go.
Okay. All right.
And what about
Fair enough.
burnout?
Burnout. Well, you just talked about
Burnout, Mr.
cleaning,
Thompson?
doing the plates. So I'm going to include that
Yeah.
factor in the burnout score because there's nothing worse. It's like you wake up the next
Yeah.
day, it's like, oh God. And it's just a mess. I'm quite a clean and tidy cooker though. I clean as I go. I'm not too bad. Burnout, oh, 4,
All right.
low.
Ooh,
How
okay.
about you, Mr. West?
So that gives you that's like a +5 for you. So that's quite a
Yeah.
good positive overall thing. I would almost give it like it's a burnout of like 7, I would
Right.
say. So it's actually just a -1 overall for
So
me.
why so
It
high?
generally takes out more
Why
than
so
it
much for
gives
burnout?
because of the sheer amount of it that I do every day.
Right. Okay. Just
Because
become
there is a
a bit
difference between
monotonous.
just kind of doing a one-off, right?
Yeah.
When you are doing it all day long, every
Hmm.
day, it does tend to like uh become this fucking mountain that you climb every bloody day.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it
So
because
yeah,
it beats too?
that's me.
If it's like me, if you're like me, when things become repetitious, because I'm usually the one that does the dishes almost every day, and that go like, oh
Mhm.
god, it's like how is
Right.
it possible? There's only two of us in the house. There's like piles of dishes to do every day.
Yep. And
Okay,
I do those too.
alrighty.
Uh, all right. All right. Well, let's jump in the tractor quickly, and we'll make our way to Alexandra's haunted inn.
Yes.
Climb in. There we go. All right. Oh, and we're
Oh, I need to
here.
sit up
Oh,
straight for
she's
this
left
bit.
a note
I
for
got into a
us.
bit of a
Um,
slouch.
all right. Do you want to read out
Yeah.
her
So
her
Alexandra's haunted
note?
inn section. Yes, why not? So, as ever, Alexandra's one of our main contributors. She's got her own unique position in our village, and she was got some feedback from Alexandra from last week's autumn theme. And she said something quite interesting. She said that in Greece, autumn really signifies for her the burnout phase because of how much stress is involved in autumn in Greece. And I checked it up actually, and it's a really good point because it's a bit like that in Italy as well. I looked it up. The Greek population, normal resident population, is about 9 million. In August, that population jumps up by another 7 million in foreign tourists that are added to the population. That's just insane. So you can imagine the stress of that. Looking
Mm,
after all those people. Like your country doubles in population in that month. That's insane. And you were saying, Martin, that where you live,
right.
you,
And then
you
they
got a
all
lot of
go away
tourism
in
as
the
well.
autumn. Oh, New York. Yeah, but they unlike Greece, where I'm guessing most of the people go for the summer
Yeah, it's more
vacations, right?
seasonal.
So New York has it's all year. In fact, um, yeah, autumn is the best time to come here, and the
Mm.
and the and the and the winter as well. So yeah,
Okay.
we get lots. We get about 66
Okay.
million people come
Blimey.
trundling up
Okay.
into my hometown. Um,
Okay.
all right. Well, I think
So
that is that just leaves you
it leads me to
to
say
say
that we'd love your
about
feedback. Of
feedback.
course, we would. Goes without saying. We'd love your feedback. Let us know feedback about this episode,
Absolutely.
and maybe you've got something you want to contribute for next week's episode, which is Martin. Tell us about next week's episode.
Well, next week will be just in time for Halloween. So
Yep.
it's going to be a Halloween special. Halloween special. Get excited.
Whoop,
Ghost
whoop.
stories. Who knows? Yeah, ghost stories, Paul.
Oh, ghost stories are all right. I don't
Yeah.
mind ghost stories.
Yeah.
I can't
All right.
stand
Well, that just
Halloween.
leaves. Yeah. See.
But I'll be good. I'll contribute.
Oh, that is part. That is Halloween.
Right. Yeah.
That is Halloween, Paul.
Yeah.
Ghost stories is Halloween. Yes.
Yes.
Hang on. Look, I'm just gonna hang on. Whoa. Look, music out.
Yeah.
Out. Back.
Oh, okay. We're winding
All
back.
Hallows Eve. It's about.
Yes.
It's about. Yes.
Yeah.
Because All
But
Hallows
ghost stories
Eve
are
is about
it's like
when
dogs though. They're not just for Christmas. Ghost stories could be any time of the year.
I know. Yeah, but
And
it's at that time of year where the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. See that?
yes.
That's the whole.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. That's when you get
Yeah.
the Day of the
It's
Dead.
just how it's celebrated, I think.
And we honor the and you get ghost stories.
Yeah. See, I like the way the Mexicans do it. I'm all over that. Love it.
So get excited, Paul.
All right. Okay.
Well, look, there you go. You like Halloween more than you think you do.
Oh,
You
right.
just
Okay. All right.
all you're thinking about is like American kids. Is just American kids in little
Trick or treating.
and in Spider-Man outfits going around doing trick or
Yes.
treat. You see, that's
Yeah.
what you're thinking, isn't it?
Yes.
But
Yes, it is.
But it's way more than that.
Okay. All right. I'll concentrate
right.
next week.
Here we go. Back on the outro again.
Yes.
Here we go. have to get Paul excited about it. Oh boy. Oh, where are we? Okay, here we go.
ADHD is delivered fresh every Tuesday.
Fresh every Tuesday to all purveyors of fine podcasts. Please subscribe to the pod. It is. And rate us most marvellous. And feel free to correspond at will in the comments, but wait, there's more if you wish to see our beautiful, beautiful faces and send it forth to the YouTubes and the TikToks. And you can pick up a quill and email us at ADHDville@gmail.com. But in the meantime, be fucking kind to yourself.
And I beseech you, fellow ADHDers, fare thee well with gladness of heart. Ha ha ha. Do that. Do that thing. Do that thing.
Pew, pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble, Grub.
Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, for the last 20 minutes, it was out of sync like a bitch.
All right, there we go. I'm going to hit the stop button now.